Hey guys, welcome back. My name is Ena Friedrich, and on this channel we usually go from this to a little bit better situations such as those. So let's start my new transformation and I'm gonna talk you through the process.
Hey guys, so as I mentioned in the title and in my thumbnail, this makeup tutorial is going to be a bit different. You can guess it's because I'm gonna try some new products and techniques borrowed by Mario Dedivanovic, also known as Makeup by Mario. He's one of the best makeup artists out there, and you probably came across his works on faces of Ariana Grande, Megan Fox, Kardashians, and most regularly on Kim Kardashian West because he's been working with her a lot. You can see me applying Argan Day Cream from Afrodita Cosmetics because I need a good moisturizer. Everyone needs them, especially my dry and dehydrated skin. Next step may sound weird, but I'm applying Vaseline on my face. It's not harmful to your skin by any means, but if this doesn't sound right or bougie enough for you, you can use creams with similar ingredients, petroleum jelly to give your skin extreme glossy finish. 8-hour cream from Elizabeth Arden or Infinity Glass by Linda Hallberg will do the same trick. I'm using just a handcrafted one from my pharmacy. To cover my blemishes and dark circles, I'm going with concealer underneath my foundation. This is a trick I always do. I just found it gives me more even complexion than applied later on top of my foundation. Mario does the same. To neutralize the darkness, I'm using peachy shade, and to cover my scars, I'm going with shade closer to my skin tone. Just make sure to push it into the skin and blend so your foundation has even base to stick to. I'm using the same concealer palette. This one is from Freedom Makeup, lately rebranded to Revolution Pro, and I'm sharpening the edges of my brows. Of course, I'm gonna blend everything before continuing with my foundation. And I picked Filter First Foundation from Laura Geller for this tutorial because I want something luminous and light. This one will do. Mario uses Beauty Blender to apply foundation, but I prefer to use this brush from Morphe because this foundation is very liquidy. It's not a thick formula, so Beauty Blender or any other sponge would soak up too much of a product. If you want to, you can go on top with a sponge if you feel you're left with visible brush strokes. To contour my face, I'm going with Natasha Denona Sculpt and Glow palette. Mario likes to layer products and he applies creams below powder contour. I like to do the same, and I just think it gives me a more natural look. And I like to go quite heavy with my contour, especially on my cheeks and my forehead, and with a smaller amount of product and lighter pressure on my nose, because I just don't want my nose contour to be too obvious. I'm gonna blend it using light pressure. I can be rough with application and blending, but if you ever saw Mario applying makeup, he barely touches the product and he uses light hand to blend everything. My Pro Longwear concealer from MAC is almost empty. I managed somehow to squeeze enough product and I applied it on all the regular places. Under the eyes, a little bit on my chin, forehead, nose, and around my lips because that's where I usually get unwanted and unflattering shadows. I usually blend my concealer with Beauty Blender, but you can use brush or your fingers. With Linda Hallberg Infinity Loose Setting Powder in shade Light and this taper brush from Morphe, I'm going around my nose, my smile line, center of my forehead, and under my eyes. I applied just a small amount and it gave me an airbrush finish. If your skin usually gets oily, use bigger amount of product. I don't need it since my skin is dry. I'm gonna list all the face and eye brushes I've used in this description box in case you're interested to check them out. I'm not affiliate nor sponsored by Morphe, I just use these brushes because I found them to be a good value for a money. On top of my cream contour, I'm going with a powder from the same palette and I'm starting in my hairline. I suggest to all of you not to stab your loaded brush in the middle of your face. I don't get why so many makeup artists does that, especially with blushes. Just tap off the excess, try it on your hand before you apply it onto the face. I'd rather do that than spend 5 unnecessary minutes trying to blend, away clown cheeks. Guerlain Terracotta bronzer is my favorite bronzer, and I'm using shade 3, Naturel brunettes, although I'm natural blonde, and again I'm starting in my hairline and lightly bringing it to the center of my face. This bronzer is so easy to blend and the shades are just perfect and warm enough for me. Cream highlight from Natasha Denona looks amazing by itself, but I'm treating it as a base for my powder highlight. And I'm using the same brand but different palette, Diamond and Glow in Citrus and Diamond Highlight. This one looks wet on the skin, and that's exactly what I'm going for this makeup look. Okay, now I'm gonna switch to an eye look, and I'm gonna keep it simple and elegant. I'm going with Magic Palette by Juvia's Place and single eyeshadow in Black Heart from Revolution. I'll use matte bone shade as a base, warm brown as transition, and these two metallics, bronze and gold, for my lids. Black shadow will help me to darken the outer V and add some drama on my lower lash line. And now on my even base, I'm going with small blending brush and tiny amount of the product. This palette is very pigmented, so I'm applying small amount with light pressure and blending it into my crease. Take your time, add more, blend and add more if needed. With minimal amount of black, I'm going into my outer V and slowly adding it into my crease. I'm not going for overly over the top dramatic looks, so just take your time and blend everything nicely. I'm switching to my lower lash line. First, I'm applying that brown shade. You can use any warm brown. You don't have to own this particular palette to achieve this look. Then I'm going with a precise brush to add black, and I'm gonna blend it. Mario likes to use various eyeliners to create the wing, but I'll actually skip the eyeliner in this tutorial, so I created a small wing with the black eyeshadow, and I'll leave it that way because I don't want to make it too dramatic. With these beautiful bronzy and gold metallic shades, I'm going on my lid, and of course, as with all other metallic shades, I like to wet my brush. With black Kajal from Revolution, I'm going into my waterline, and I'm gonna tight line my upper lashes. With the same product and detail brush, I'm going into my inner corners. And before I apply mascara on my lashes, I'm gonna use illuminating spray from Revolution. With mascara and lashes, this eye look is done. I picked second guessing lashes in Style Everything because they're suitable for cat eye lifted looks, but they're not like over the top dramatic. And of course you can leave them as they are right now, but I like to squeeze them with my natural lashes to make them look more natural. I understand if you dislike this idea. For my lips, I'm gonna layer the products. Matte lipstick from Deborah in shade 4, Morphe liquid lipstick in Sweets, and Prisma lip glaze from Catrice Cosmetics in shade 2, Princess Peach. Mario likes to layer products to get perfect nude glossy lips. I do agree that glossy lips photographs prettier than matte ones, but on my behind the camera time, I would always pick matte lipsticks just cause I found them more comfortable and I don't like the sticky feel that gloss has, and I like my lipstick to be transfer proof, but I do like the look of it. And this is the finished look. Hopefully you like this look as well, and hopefully you'll try to recreate it or maybe try some other techniques I've showed you in this video. Anyway, thank you for watching, enjoy your day, and bye bye, kisses!